Good afternoon, everyone. Country Flyboy here, and today we're going home for the holidays. We're currently taking flight Delta 758 from Atlanta to Jacksonville. A bit of a holiday tradition of mine. The closest big international airport to where I grew up and live is Jacksonville International Airport, Jacksonville, Florida. So, holiday tradition of mine, I always do an Atlanta to Jacksonville flight on VATSIM the day before or the day of Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's my little tradition of going home for the holidays, so to speak. So today we're taking flight 758, which is a 737-900, 180 passengers, and 3,000 pounds of cargo in addition to the passenger bags. So we're pretty heavy today. Lots of people traveling. The weather is fantastic today. Lovely VFR day. Bit hazy, but shouldn't be nothing we won't be able to deal with. The catering trucks are loading the catering onto the plane now as if there would be anything but water. This is a very, very short flight. It's only like a 45 minutes wheels up to wheels down, so it don't take long at all. So we'll go ahead and they're through, so we'll close those two doors. And we just need to get the fuel on board. Departure time is at 19:56 Zulu. That's the pushback time. So we still got several minutes to go. I'll start prepping the aircraft as soon as I get the fuel on board. So we'll skip ahead to that. And thanks for joining us for this flight. Alrighty, the fuel truck has filled up our aircraft with lots of gasoline. We're through with the pre-flight external inspection, so we'll step back into the cockpit real quick. And dispatch called, we need 15.7, and that's how much the truck has loaded, so we're good to go on fuel, and everything is set up. I believe we are almost ready to start setting the aircraft up. So 180 passengers will take about 20 minutes to get everybody on board. Departure's at 19:56, so boarding time will be 19:36, which means right about now is when the crew would be stepping onto the plane to start setting things up. So my first officer today will be Jessica Reynolds, powered by Flight Deck Companion 2011. And we'll go ahead and start getting the aircraft set up. First thing I like to do is bring that down, but the first thing we need to do is start running the safety checks. Alright, we are finished boarding now. We got pretty much ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and run through the before start checks.
Before start checks.
Okay, before start checks.
And while they do that, I'm going to get the APU up and running.
Fuel quantity.
Check.
Tell the ground crew they need to be ready to disconnect the external services.
MCP set.
Takeoff speed.
Reviewed set.
CDU.
Completed.
Trim.
Zeroed.
Beacon light switch.
Yep, it's on.
Before start checks complete. Parking brake off.
Okay, folks, it's time to turn off your cell phones, two-way pagers, and electronic toys. We'll let you know when it's safe to turn on those approved portable electronic devices once we're in the air. If you have any questions as to which devices you may use during our...
What's that guy doing? There's a guy pushing us back here, and then there's a dude just sort of standing there doing a little dance. Yeah, I don't know either. Alrighty, engine area is clear. We are clear to start. Alright, we'll still start number 2. We're looking for 25% into before we turn the fuel on. On.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Our first priority on every flight is
Engine
safety.
2 is
So
up.
before we depart, I'll be giving a brief safety Okay. Be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin. And place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. Delta now allows
Starter cut out.
US domestic passengers to use handheld devices like tablets and cell phones.
Engine is stable, starting number 1.
As long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until we're airborne.
And same as before, looking for 25% into.
But please note, some electronic devices may not be
There's
used
20.
at any time. You'll find additional information regarding electronic devices in the in-flight information
25.
section of Sky Magazine. This plane features Wi-Fi, and internet access will be available while we're above 10,000 feet.
Waiting for the engine to get stable and the starter to cut out.
Please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the
On-time departure too, look at that.
which is
Pushing back right at 1956.
Willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary.
If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know, and we'll be happy to find you another seat.
Starter cut out, engine is stable. Setting the parking brake,
Parking brake set.
turn to
Brake
packs,
pressure up.
back on,
Make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten,
heat,
take the belt
engine generators.
and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your back.
We can turn the taxi light on,
Just lift the top of the button.
APU bleed off.
Being seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime
Now we gotta wait on them
and even if the sign is
to
off,
tell us
just keep your
it's
seatbelt
okay
fastened
to
until
turn the
you
hydraulics
see
on. Once the steering bypass pin is inserted, then, or removed, then we can turn the hydraulics back on. Bypass pin's been removed, so we can go ahead and turn the hydraulics back on.
Federal regulations require all passengers
After
to
start
comply with
checks.
posted
Okay,
placards
after
and
start
light
checks.
information signs located throughout the cabin.
Turn our
Generator
transponder on.
control switches. On.
Smoking is not
Heat
allowed on
on.
any Delta flight.
Anti-ice. Off.
And federal
Isolation valve
operations
switch,
temporarily
auto.
disabling or destroying a resident's phone
Engine
tower.
start switches.
There are 8
Continuous.
exits on this plane. 4 doors,
Recall.
2 on each side.
Check.
And 4
Auto brake
window
as
exits
required.
on the wings.
Flight
Flip
control.
these to
Doors
continuous.
have possible slides that
After
can
start
be
checks
used for
complete.
flotation.
Set flaps 5,
Flight stops are located in ceiling
and
fans
we'll
in the front and center of the
full
plane.
aileron to the
All
left,
exits
center,
are clearly
full
marked
right,
on the exit sign.
center, full back,
Loss of power and
center, full front,
Lights will
center,
remain
full
on
rudder left,
as you
center, rudder right,
Please take a moment to
center,
Left 2.
and we'll just double check those. Alright, flight control's good, we just gotta wait on them to get out of the way, and then we can start our taxi. We'll be going to 27 right, so we'll hang a left onto Lima and take it all the way down to 27 right.
Over your nose hole.
Parking brake. Off.
Plastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is low, so don't worry if your life is inflated. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Alright, let's get going.
Water evacuation is also on hold. Adjusting wings, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin.
Okay on the
If you're
right.
seated in the
Okay
first
on the
class
left.
or business class cabin, life vests are either in the front of the seat or in
Alrighty, as we approach runway 27 right, time to go through the before takeoff checks.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
Okay, before takeoff checks.
Alrighty,
before
so
takeoff
we'll just
checks.
turn runway turn-off lights on,
Flaps. Left 5.
arm the auto throttle,
Stabilizer trim. Set.
transponder set TARA,
Inform.
radar tilt would be above and on if it was simulated, and we are good to go everything else. Alright, so VATSIM, no controller online at the moment. Nobody's landing and nobody's on the runway. Alright, let's get in the air.
Approaching 27 right. On runway 27 right.
Alright, engine indications are same and into green. Cleared for takeoff. Takeoff thrust, set. It's 100 knots. Cross check complete. 120, secondary cross check.
V1.
Rotate. V2.
1,200 remaining.
Wing stable, LNAV.
Gear up and lock.
Flaps 2.
Speed check. Left 2.
Climb thrust.
Level change. Set flaps 1.
Speed check. Left 1.
Brakes off, gear off. Tracked and stowed. Flaps up.
Flaps up. Our speed is too high.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Alrighty. Up to 260. I changed our cruise altitude to 260.
We need to reduce speed.
Jessica, I'm working on it. Alright. Nice, not too bad departure.
After takeoff checks.
Okay, after takeoff check. Bleed air, on, tack, auto, landing gear, up, flat, left up, checklist complete.
Alrighty, turn the landing lights off. And we can accelerate to 310 will be our cruise climb speed. I love hand flying this bird. Alrighty, on up to cruise level. There's someone flying a little J3 Cub around down here. I don't blame him. It's a nice day to go flying. He's down there somewhere. Ain't no way you're going to be able to see him from this altitude. Man, look at the crab we got going on. Look at that wind correction angle. That's like a 15-degree wind correction angle right there. Alright, we're coming up on 4,000. I have the airfield in sight, so we would be cleared for the visual approach at this point. Alright, we'll run the approach checks.
Approach checks, please.
Okay, approach check. Altimeter.
Set.
Approach check complete.
Yeah, there ain't much to the approach checks on this airplane. Alright, so we just gotta keep Jacksonville in sight, and we'll make the visual for the runway 26. Alright, I'm gonna make autopilot's off, I got the airplane.
Left 2.
Auto throttle's off, I got a throttle.
Speed check. Left 5.
Alright, so we'll just start down to 3,000 now. I'll turn my HUD on. Arm the spoilers, and I want to start bringing it back on the throttle. Set flaps 10.
Speed check. Left 10.
Spoilers are armed. Flaps 20. Flaps 15, please.
Left 15.
Yep. Thought I could slow it down in time. Gear down.
Gear going down.
Gear down, please.
Gear down, lock, regrade.
Thanks.
Localizer allowed. Localizer captured.
Set missed approach check, please.
Alright. Set flaps 30.
Speed check. Flap 25. Speed check. Flap 30.
Pre-landing checklist. Flaps set, green light. Spoilers armed, gear down. Pre-landing checklist complete. Bit of a crazy approach, I know, but it's a visual. We can get it in faster than going all the way out and doing the ILS. Okay, we got a good crosswind from the right and gusts, so be ready for that. Runway 32 would have been the better runway, but like I said earlier, we're not able to do the approach to runway 32 because the only approach is the 32. our RNAV RMP approaches with RF legs.
Spoilers, please.
Spoilers armed.
And the PMDG is not certified to do those types of approaches. It can't do RF legs. The iFly 737 can. Kind of funny when you think about it, considering the price of the two.
Approaching 25.
Well, Ross data is out of date. It is runway 26 that we're landing on. Alright, the runway is clear.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Deep landing.
Spoilers up. Manual braking.
A little bit more than reverse thrust.
Reverse thrust engaged. 100
Full
knots.
reverse, full reverse.
1,200 remaining.
Reverse pilot.
900 remaining.
I know we were going to use idle reverse, but we had a bit of a deep landing, so I had to go full reverse there. Alright,
600 remaining.
manual braking, we'll take it all the way to the end. Alright, those off, off.
100 remaining.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's not put it in the grass. Alright, let's put the APU up. Raise the flaps. Confirm, spoilers down.
Spoilers down.
And we'll taxi to gate A7, I believe is where we're parking today.
Left 15. Left 10. Left 5. Left 2.
Open up the ISO valve.
Left 1.
And we can go ahead and turn these off.
Left up.
Alrighty. Taxi to gate A7.
Well, that's quite a bump.
Alright, there's gate A7 directly in front of us. Go ahead and turn the taxi light off. And slow it down a bit as we come up to the gate. Yeah, I'm working on it. Alright, our on black time is going to be around 20:57. Looks like we have 9.5 on the fuel, just like dispatch said we would, so we actually had a pretty good fuel burn today. A little bit more. Alright, set the parking brake
Parking brake set.
Brake
and
pressure up.
kill the engines. The EPU gen's on. EPU bleed on. Shut off this. All that's good. Bit too short and to the left, oh well. Alright, just run through the
Okay,
parking checks.
Okay, parking check. Fuel pump switches.
Is off.
Pro heat.
Is off.
Hydraulics.
Yep, set.
Flat.
Flaps up.
Parking brake.
Set. Correct.
Weather radar.
That's off.
Checklist complete.
Alright, checklist is complete. And as the passengers deplane and the ground crew gets the cargo off of the aircraft, thank you for joining us on this little Thanksgiving tradition of mine, where I do my online Atlanta to Jacksonville flight. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.